The first celebration after the winter solstice is Imbolc. Picture this. It's been a long, daunting, cold, dreadful winter where fear of death lingers as we wonder if our crops will have made it, if our animals made it, even some of our friends and family can make it through the harsh winter nights. It's not quite spring yet, but at Imbolc, we start to see signs that the sun is indeed returning, and those long, harsh nights become shorter as the sun returns. At Imbolc, we start looking for signs of spring, the snow melting anywhere, perhaps even some of our animals giving birth early. To me, Imbolc is a time of hope. If you have been going through a dark time in your life, full of challenges and frigid uncertainty, this is the time of year you may enjoy looking for hope and light that will always return. Imbolc. Welcome back, my friends. As the wheel of life turns, we have found ourselves at Imbolc, the ancient festival of light, renewal, and the stirring of life beneath the frozen ground. Imbolc is an old Irish word that means in the belly. Kind of a strange translation until you think back at what the Irish people were looking for at this time of year. They were looking for their animals to be birthing early. This would be a sign of healthy livestock and, good prosperity in their farms. So they were looking in the belly of their sheep and their cattle. To celebrate Imbolc, I went to a local farm to see if there was anything in the belly. Check it out. We are here at Mother Nature's farm in Mesa, Arizona, looking for signs of Imbolc. So while it's not spring, there are early signs of spring. They have 2 new baby lambs. So come here, let me show you. It was definitely lambing season in Arizona, but this is lambing season everywhere. And so one of the things you can do to celebrate today is to go visit your local farms. And if you have anywhere that you can see livestock, it's a good time to visit them. When I think of Imbolc, I actually think of the star card in the tarot. This is the star card in the Modern Mystic Tarot. The star card comes in the tarot after some trials and tribulations. So if you study the tarot, you know that the major arcana is very much a mirror of our own journey here on this planet as people, our people journey on the planet. So after kind of a dark time, it's kind of like walking through the dark night. And we are always searching for the first light in the dark, which is the star. The first light in the season is Imbolc. So it's kind of that energy of looking for a promise of a new day, that there is light in the darkness, and that there is hope beyond despair. The goddess associated with Imbolc is Brigid. She is a beautiful energy. She's known as the keeper of the flame, and she is a fierce protector of your home, your hearth, your children, your animals, and the space around you. This is a wonderful time to call upon Brigid for protection and warmth and to commune with her. During the Christian conversions, they actually made her a saint. So this is the same as Saint Brigid, but that is just kind of blending ancient wisdom with new traditions. Brigid is also known to protect poets and healers. And so this is a good time of year to work on poetry and your own art. One of the things you can do to honor Bridget at this time of year is to light a candle and invoke her by also including what's called the Bridget's knot. This is a sacred symbol associated with her. I did not make this. I have tried to weave these. Shout out to my Celtic ancestors. I don't know how they do this, but it's beautiful. So this was gifted to me, and I actually keep this in my home year round. You can put this over your door. You can also adorn it on your altar. That's where I'm setting it for Imbolc. But it is a sign of protection, and it is associated with Bridget. As you light a candle and invoke her, just think of that candlelight as, the theme that we've been talking about. Just, that warm, cozy light in the darkness, this first light, first hope, first sign of life, and the return of the sun. Along with that, I actually was able to harvest a little bit of fresh herbs. Kind of my first harvest of the year. I picked some dill and some basil and placed them on my altar. I also placed a little jar of milk because it is the lambing season. So things that you can set on your altar: fresh flowers, a bowl of water, honey, and anything that you are hoping for. You can write down a list of hopes. These are the things I hope for, come spring. These are the things that I hope are germinating under the soil of my life, that I am really excited that they'll be springing up in the spring. This is also an excellent time to pre-spring clean your house. So once spring gets here, I'm going to be talking at length about organizing and cleansing your home, your body, your car, your office, like everything. Spring cleaning is no joke, but we're not there yet. So you can pick small places around your house. For instance, I did do a little spring clean, spring clean on my own altar. I have animals. I have a husky and a cat, and fur is in the air. And so I took today as an opportunity to get the lint roller out and kind of clean off my altar, and kind of think about what my spring altar is going to look like.
One of the most practical, simple, and inexpensive ways to celebrate the seasons is to simply go outside and look around, to observe what nature is doing on the days that we celebrate on the wheel. So in this case for Imbolc, we would be specifically going outside and looking for signs that winter was receding. I don't live in a place that snows anymore, but I used to. And I remember this time of year being a fun time to go out near rivers and lakes or streams and watch how the ice was starting to melt along the edges of the riverbanks. Also to just go out and try to find those patches of sun that are coming, that is starting to shine, and the places where the snow is melting. When we do this, we can internalize nature and start asking ourselves, what needs to thaw within me? Where have I been too frozen and too frigid and too cold? Perhaps, there's new life that is germinating, a new idea, something within me that is growing under the surface that hasn't quite been brought to light yet, but there's the hope that it will. So while it's still cold, and while we're still in winter, and while we're still being asked to rest and hibernate, this is a day to look forward to new growth happening in nature and in our own lives. So take a moment and go outside and just look around you and see what nature is doing. See what you can do to commune and learn with nature on Imbolc.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this brief overview of Imbolc, and that you got some really good ideas, some fun ideas on how you can celebrate, how you can honor this time of year, how you can implement it into your life. Remember that Imbolc reminds us that even in the coldest winter, a promise of spring is already unfolding. It's a time to plant seeds, not just in the earth, but within ourselves. What dreams, what ideas, what hopes are you nurturing as the light returns? Leave a little comment. Let's share. What are the things that we're hoping for? What are the things that we are germinating? What are the things we're thinking of at this first light? May Bridget's blessings shine upon you, and may this Imbolc bring renewal, inspiration, and warmth to your soul. As always, I'm sending so much love to your heart, light to your mind, life to your body, and a connection to nature this year. Angel blessings.